a lot happened in March, and it just one thing after another, and it was so exhausting, but I pushed myself through it. Which is what led to this next part that I journaled about. Giving in to the rest my body was yelling for was one of the kindest things I could have done for myself right now. I now know that there are multiple kinds of rest, 7, but physical rest was priority so I could get to the other ones. Gotta get cozy in my favorite cozy chair, which is a gift from, I guess I could call them a friend. We worked together previously. They were above me, but yeah, I'm now utilizing it a lot more since I became, why was I about to say homeless? No, I still have a home. I'm literally in my home right now. No, since I became unemployed and I was fired from the job. Okay, I wasn't fired, I was let go. But yeah. I think it's 5 a.m. Hold on. Oh, it's 4:56. So it's almost. It's almost 5 a.m. But I'm gonna do some journaling. Cause I had some thoughts. I was about to say today, but technically yesterday morning, just the last few days, definitely over the weekend, and then when I just woke up from like the nap that I took. Okay. But yeah, I want to journal it out before I lose it, and then I will go ahead and I guess like read it to you guys. Yeah, I feel like it would be helpful, so I'm gonna journal. So I don't have like a mic. It's literally just going to be like whatever my phone picks up. So hopefully hopefully my phone catches this audio decently. I finished journaling, and I also I have some just like vibey music going. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, so I have it, my little speaker. My laptop is over there. That way I can record and still listen to something. It was a good journaling session. I haven't journaled much this weekend. I did a little, but not a whole lot. And I've been so tired. And that's what I journaled about today, and not yesterday, then the day before. Saturday. The last day I journaled was Saturday, so I didn't journal at all yesterday. I wanted to. Excuse me. I wanted to journal. But I was so tired. Like, I have been tired all week, on and off. And that's something I journaled about, actually. I'll read a little bit of what I journaled about. 'Cause so all of this, this thick part is what I have already used, and then this little bit, this little bit is what I have left. So this journal has lasted me from the last like 3-4 months of 2022 all the way until now, 2025, because of my periodic breaks from journaling. But now I'm back in it, and it is very helpful with what I'm currently going through. Since I don't have a therapist, journaling genuinely is so helpful for me. Highly recommend, even if it's just journaling. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to journal about. Like, I don't think I have that many problems. My day-to-day is really boring. Just literally starting with that. Writing that out, or writing out, I have so many things to do. I feel overwhelmed. Whatever it is in that moment, if your brain is blank, my brain is blank. There is nothing going on here. That, admitting whatever that is in the moment, so helpful to get you started. Which is what I did. There was something that popped up right before, like right in the beginning of my journaling. And it was like me having some kind of like conversation. Like I heard like someone else say this, and then my response. So they said, you need to get back in your body. And I said, but it doesn't feel safe yet. That is something that I am slowly working on. I'm slowly coming back to myself and my body. And I feel like what I journaled about a little bit is helping me come back to my body. So what I wrote was, I've been very tired this last week. I think it was a combination of grieving the loss of my job, changing my habits, routines, mindsets, and catching up on the lost rest from March stress. I just realized that rhymed slightly. March was pretty stressful for me. Work was inconsistent, and then hours were cut, and then I was let go. So March was also the year anniversary of me being vegan, so 9 years. And then that same week where I was told your hours are going to be cut was the week that Mercury retrograde started, I believe. Venus retrograde was also happening. And what else? Yeah, the year anniversary of my signing the lease for my apartment. So I've been in this place for a year. I still have another year to go. Yeah, so a lot happened in March, and it just one thing after another, and it was so exhausting, but I pushed myself through it. Which is what led to this next part that I journaled about. Giving in to the rest my body was yelling for was one of the kindest things I could have done for myself right now. I now know that there are multiple kinds of rest, 7, but physical rest was priority so I could get to the other ones. I need to write down all of them, the 7 types of rest, with examples so I can see if I am getting adequate rest in all areas of my life. I think I might be doing that later today. I love sleeping, truly one of the loves of my life. But it's one of the things I deprive myself of as soon as I am struggling financially, to be specific. That's not fair of me to deprive myself of something that I love and is a necessity for my health and well-being. Talk about not sticking it to the man, aka capitalism and the patriarchy. and sabotaging myself. We are not supposed to be self-sabotaging anymore. But again, that is something that we are working through. That is a process. Taking out old habits and putting in new ones so we can have a new routine. It wasn't, it's not very gremlin or hot girl of me to self-sabotage like that and deprive myself of something as deliciously wonderful as sleep. So, we are choosing rest and sleep over guilt from this day forward. Like, officially, I'm stating it. I've already told myself a few times over the years. But then I fell back into the habit of being like, no, but I have to hustle. I have to do all these things. I have to constantly take action. That doesn't help me. Like, it really doesn't. In the end, if something happens to me, if I am not able to take care of myself, I don't take the time to take care of myself, who else is going to? There might be somebody, but for the most part, it's almost always been me. And if I don't do that for myself, sooner rather than later, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. We really don't want to get to that point. So instead, as part of our self-love journey and showing ourselves that it is not hard to take care of ourselves, we are letting that guilt go. We are working through the guilt. We are letting ourselves rest. Because it's not sustainable. We all know this. We've all been talking about this. I'd say for the last 2-3 years at least. Definitely since 2020. Definitely since COVID. But yeah. And then there were actually some questions that I thought of that helped me with getting out of that cycle mentally. Things to ask ourselves so we can get back into the energy in this space and the mindset of resting. Like, we are resting, we are choosing ourselves, we are, taking back power and ownership of our bodies and our lives, I feel like some people would be like, oh, that's very divine feminine, that's very dark feminine, and I'm like, maybe, I don't know. But the questions, because I keep going off on little tangents and stuff, the questions are, who says we should be doing this and that right now? Who has control over us? Who makes the choices about how we live our life? Who is living our life? In our body? As us? Why should others get the final say in how we live our life? If those questions do not make you rethink what you are currently doing, what you want to do, I don't know. But that's what I got for right now. Hopefully this helped you. It definitely helped me. It definitely helps with me coming back to myself, becoming the person that I want to be, that I know I am deep down, that was forced to hide hide in the closet. So yeah, now we're letting her out. We're letting her be free and taking ownership. Yeah, that's all I got. So hopefully the audio was okay. I'm going to go add the pasta and do some things. I'm feeling the motivation now that I let myself rest. Another benefit of actually letting yourself physically rest and sleep, you will have energy. You will have more energy to do the things that you were yelling at yourself, that other people were yelling at you to do. So drink water. I have to go fill my cup again. If you need some caffeine, get some caffeine. Make sure you hydrate too, and make sure you eat. Meet all your needs. Take care of yourself. It's what you're supposed to do. It's you being loving to yourself. So I'ma go, and I hope you have a good day. Yeah. I don't know when you're gonna watch this, if anybody will watch this, but yeah, bye.